These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. When it comes to online college, Southern New Hampshire University is so good, it's scary. Listen, the facts don't lie. SNHU has degree programs that fit your goals, online classes that fit your life, and real support at every step. And if that wasn't enough, they've got some of the lowest online tuition rates in the U.S. This is an airtight case, you guys. Visit snhu.edu/morbid to get started. That's snhu.edu/morbid. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hey weirdos, I'm Alaina.
I'm Ash.
And this is a mini Morbid.
Whoa.
Mini Morbid. Mini Morbid. You guys love that song, and so do we. Mini Morbid. We got a couple of people ask, and I didn't even tell you this until right now.
Ooh, tell me.
If we could make that available as a ringtone to the Patreons. And I was like, yeah.
How do we do that?
I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to make it available to the Patreons because they asked.
Imagine if people used it as an alarm sound.
That'd be amazing.
And the human population woke up to my voice.
I just want to put it out there, Ash. You wrote a hit.
Thanks.
You wrote, composed, and produced a hit song.
I would like to thank the Academy for considering me.
It's very impressive.
You know.
But
I'm the next Mary J. Blige.
You are.
I don't know why she's the first person that popped into my head.
Wow, that was like way out there.
Does she sing "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls"? Nope, that's TLC.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out. We are going to. I just want to quickly start off on kind of a giant bummer note.
Oh, I know,
but I think it's important to say. Today, while we record, we all woke up to the news that there was a pretty horrific terrorist attack in New Zealand, in Christchurch.
We love New Zealand.
I love New Zealand. And
some of our greatest listeners.
I think, I want to say like 49 people are dead.
Yeah, I read.
And the last thing that I read. So we just wanted to quickly put out there that New Zealand, we love you.
Yes, our thoughts are with you.
The world knows this isn't you. This is one really, really, really bad apple. We all have them. Trust me. We're in the United States, so we know all about it.
We really are.
And we're really sorry. We wanted to show support for you guys and show support for the Muslim community in New Zealand. So
absolutely.
So yeah. So we just wanted to put that out there. It was important. But we'll move on from it. And I think the first thing we're going to do is thank a few Patreon donors. Because, again, we're working our way through and we decided to do 5 an episode now so that we don't bog you guys down with too many names all at once. But we'll get to everybody.
And like we said, it's more exciting to hear your
name.
It is.
It's more fun. And it's going to last forever. So it's fun.
Forever.
So I will start this off. We have 4 members of the Window Latching Coven coming your way.
Whoa.
First one is Kenzie Rouser.
Kenzie Rouser, you're
arousing to our senses.
Yes.
It's a
Thanks, Kenzie.
You know what? It's arousing, Kenzie, that you donated to our Patreon. So thank you.
I'm uncomfortable.
But we love you. The next one coming up here, the next Patronus is Eleanor Painter.
Eleanor Painter, you could paint me a Patreon picture any day.
You painted your way right into our hearts.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you, Eleanor.
Thanks.
The next one is Ashley Prophet.
Ashley. My name is Ashley. As a fellow Ashley, I would like to thank you for giving us profit. Thank you, Ashley Prophet.
Thank you so much, Ashley.
You're welcome.
Oh.
No one calls me Ashley,
no, that was jarring. Our next Patronus is Taylor Jeffs.
Taylor Jeffs. I hope that you're not like Warren Jeffs.
I was just thinking that too. I immediately went there in my brain.
But if you are, thanks for donating and keep a big radius of distance from us. Thanks, Taylor.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Taylor. I know you're not like Warren Jeffs.
I know that.
But with the last name, this is a true crime podcast. This is the first place we go. So the last Patronus that we're going to thank today is Taya Edwards, who upgraded to a jagged little bitch.
Taya.
Welcome,
girl.
We love you, Taya.
Yeah, we do.
I also love your name.
That's a cool ass name.
That is a great name. We've had a lot of great names.
Guys, we fucking love you and your names, and I'm so humbled by your donations and your
just
help.
Everything. You
guys,
this is the reason we're able to do this is because of you. So we love you so much. And we're going to be doing a Listener Stories episode 2 coming up very shortly because we've been getting a lot of really cool listener stories. We're reading all of them, just so you know, even if we haven't responded yet. We will be responding just to make sure people don't mind us sharing them.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that if you've sent one in or if you have one that's just been brewing under the surface. Now's the time. Send it to us.
It's the time.
We're going to do our first listener story coming up. So, yeah, that's about all the business. So let's just jump right into this, huh?
Yeah, what's your mini Morbid about?
So today, I'm going to be talking about
What?
the missing girls in Panama.
Oh, snizzity snappity.
I'm talking about 21-year-old Kris Kremers and 22-year-old Lisanne Froon.
Oh my god.
Now, this story is bonkers, bananas, cuckoo nut man.
Am I gonna be able to sleep tonight?
It's unsolved, although if you talk to authorities over there, it's solved. But a lot of people are like, doesn't make sense. There's a lot of twists and turns here.
Oh, we love a loopy road.
We're just going to start this right off.
Let's go.
Both of them, Kris Kremers and Lisanne Froon, are hikers, and they were tourists from the Netherlands.
Wait a second, I know this case.
Crazy case, right?
Oh, I'm afraid of this case.
It is a scary case.
You suck.
I know. They both went missing in early 2014 while taking a hike in Panama. Scattered and scant remains were eventually found, but how they died and the circumstances surrounding their disappearance is still hotly contested today.
Oh, damn it, I'm so freaked out.
So Lisanne Froon was born to Peter and Dinny Froon on September 24th, 1991 in Amersfoort in the Netherlands. Those who knew her described her as brave. She liked to take risks. She would go like skydiving. Like,
That's
she was
dope.
Super athletic, especially in volleyball. She was like a huge volleyball star. And she was highly intelligent. She was also like had a very athletic physique. She was 6 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
And she loved photography. After graduating from college with a degree in applied sciences and psychology, she moved in with her friend Kris Kremers, who she worked at some cafe with. They worked together.
Oh, okay.
Kris Kremers was born August 9th, 1992, to Hans and Roly in Amersfoort in the Netherlands as well. She was described as very outgoing. She was an actress at one point. She had strawberry blonde hair, blue eyes. She had 2 brothers, one older, one younger. In college at Utrecht University, she studied cultural social education and focused on art education.
Wow.
So both of them are like super smart.
I was going to say.
Super athletic. From everything I read, it looks like Lisanne was like the more risk taker of the two. Kris would go along with things, but she was a little more cautious when it came to this stuff. So to celebrate Lisanne's recent graduation in the spring of 2014, the two of them planned like an epic trip to Panama. They were going to volunteer as social workers. Because not only were they super smart, super athletic, super brave, they were also super philanthropic.
I love that word.
I know, I do too. The trip would focus on doing some philanthropic work with the locals while there, and they also wanted to, like, learn Spanish in a real-world setting.
Right.
So I don't know if... I'm assuming they knew some Spanish, and they just kind of wanted to use it in the real world to kind of get better at it. They both saved for 6 straight months for the trip, and they planned to stay in Panama for 6 weeks. On March 15th, 2014, they departed from Amsterdam and landed in Panama. For the first 2 weeks, they just toured Panama because when they first arrived, the administrators from the program they were volunteering for weren't ready to receive them yet. Mm-hmm. So when they got there, they were like, what do we do? So they just hung out and toured Panama, did touristy things. And
the dog is going wild.
I know. I don't know if you guys can hear it. My neighbor's dog is losing its shit.
It's going cray.
After the 2 weeks, they then arrived in Boquete on the 29th. This was the beginning of the 1 month of volunteering they were going to do with children.
Okay.
At this point, they were staying with a host family there, and they were planning to stay with this family for about 4 weeks.
Okay.
April 1st, 2014, this is when the story really begins. At around 11 a.m., Kris and Lisanne set out on a hike.
Never a good plan.
Just don't hike, everybody.
Fuck that.
If we learn anything from Diet Love Pass, don't do it.
Just don't.
Now,
walk.
You need a tour guide to hike as a tourist in Panama.
Because it's super intense.
The jungles are nuts.
Oh.
Nuts. So they really do recommend, you to have a tour guide.
But they didn't go with a tour guide?
Well, no, not this time. And this was really dangerous to do. And actually, one of the last journal entries that Kris wrote in her journal was, quote, "Go with the Panamanian flow." This hike took them into the clouded forests that surround the Baru volcano.
That sounds pretty intense.
It is very intense. Now, these kind of forests, clouded forests, are just straight up rainforest style.
Oh.
There's flash floods, there's mudslides. It can be dangerous because there's a lot of rain that happens, but if you catch it in
the right timing.
The nice part is beautiful. This trail was not far from Boquete where they were staying, and they even took their host family's dog, Blue, with them.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Blue was a husky kind of dog, and apparently they were intending to hike to the Continental Divide, which was a 4-hour hike each way.
Okay.
And once you get to the Continental Divide, it's you can look over to these amazing views and all this good stuff, but if you go on the other side, it's just pandemonium. It's just
scary.
So many jungles and just not trails that you want to take and stuff.
Oh, shit.
So this trail they took is known for the most part and has 3 parts to it. The first part is pretty open and has beautiful scenery and pastures that just open up around it.
Oh,
so it's apparently
cool.
amazing. It's pretty easy to hike at this point.
Okay.
Then you enter the straight up jungle.
Which I'd be I'm leaving now.
Yeah, I'd be and scene.
My Frappuccino's gone.
Yeah, done. Vegetation, insects, animals, everywhere.
Insects, bye.
Yeah, and Panama insects.
Yep.
It's no good. So that takes about an hour and a half. And then you enter the cloud forest.
Okay.
Which is supposed to be fucking amazing. The cloud forest is known, it's literally what it sounds like. Then another 30 minutes into that, you're going up the mountain, and that's when you're above the clouds.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's supposed to be unreal.
I can imagine.
But if you go across the divide, like I said, then you're entering the thick jungles with trails not made for tourists. There's canyons, ravines, gorges, and shit that you just... The only way across most of these things on that side of the Continental Divide is by these things called monkey bridges.
Oh, no.
Which are just straight up rope.
Nope.
And all it is 2 rope on either side of you that you hold, and then 1 rope that you stand on. So you're holding them and then just walking across. Now, when they set out on this hike, they only had 1 bottle of water and no food with them.
Interesting.
They were planning on going on a short on this hike. That's it. Like, hiking the 4 hours up, hiking the 4 hours back.
Girl, I eat every 4 hours.
And I mean, I do too, but, you know, they didn't pack for, like, some crazy hike. They
Right.
packed to get up to this thing, see the sights, and come back down. Now, the pair even posted on social media that they were going to walk around Bouquet before this. Mm-hmm. And there are confirmed witnesses that say they saw them having brunch with 2 other Dutchmen before going out on the trail.
Okay.
So originally when people hear this, they're like, who the fuck are those dudes? Like, something's weird.
Yeah, I doubt it.
But they apparently knew these men.
You can never look at the first suspects.
Yeah, you can't. And they had photos with them, like, hanging out at the beach and stuff. Like, they were actually,
just
like,
dudes.
acquaintances, so it wasn't strange. Things took a turn for the really bad when evening fell.
For the really bad.
And Blue returned home without Kris or Lisanne.
Oh, nope.
The host family was freaking out.
That's wild that he, like, knew how to get home.
ran back home.
Go Blue.
Go Blue. The host family started freaking out, and they eventually got in touch with Lisanne's parents.
Okay.
Because they were like, we don't know what's going on here. Lisanne's parents immediately became worried when they were not getting any messages back from her, and they couldn't, she wasn't contacting them, they couldn't contact her.
Right.
The family had been using the WhatsApp to keep in touch throughout the trip.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the next day, the police were finally called. They were called by a tour guide named Feliciano, who was supposed to meet the girls in the morning at about 8 a.m., but when they failed to show up, he became really concerned.
The next day.
Yeah. So they were meeting him because they had arranged for him to take them on a hike at like 8 a.m. So why did they go out on their own the day before?
I mean, 'cause, like, for a short hike, I get that.
But that's not even still. It's like you need guides for this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Even for the one before the
it's just necessary. You
indigenous
should have a
roots.
guide. It's just like one of those things. You should really have a guide.
But maybe they were just like, what? Like,
And it's like you're going on a hike at 8 a.m. the next morning. Like, maybe chill.
yeah. I know people that, like, really love a good hike, though.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just a strange little detail that people were like, huh. The police went straight to the host family, and they determined immediately that Kris and Lisanne had never returned from the hike. Like, they were telling them the truth. Because at first they were like, April 3rd is when the searching began. They utilized aerial searching. They had locals, including farmers and indigenous tribes, to help with, like, a decent-sized search. April 6th, both of the girls' parents flew into Panama, accompanied by Dutch police as well.
Oh, wow.
The Dutch police force came with special forces, detectives, and canine units.
Shit.
For 10 days straight, all of these entities searched, but came up with absolutely nothing. Not a shred of evidence that they were even in that jungle.
That's weird.
Nothing. 10 days
It's
straight.
a huge jungle, though, yeah?
Yeah, but they were going on the... where
Path
they were
that they
supposed
were.
to be going. They couldn't find any. And they were using aerial searches. They found nothing.
Wow.
Their parents released a $30,000 reward for any information about their whereabouts at this point.
Oh, that's so sad.
It wasn't until 10 weeks later, on June 14th, that a backpack was brought into the police. The backpack was found by a Ngobi woman. A Ngobi is like the local indigenous tribe. She had found it near a riverbank in Alto Romero in the region of Bocas del Toro. This place was 12 hours by foot from the Continental Divide. They were hiking to the Continental Divide.
And stopping and then turning
This
around.
place where her backpack was found was 12 hours by foot from the Continental Divide.
Okay, so they would have had to do that rope bridge.
They would have
And
had
then
to walk
a crazy-
12 hours from the Continental Divide.
Yeah, so clearly they didn't walk that far.
It's very far. So the woman who brought it into the police said she knew that bag wasn't there the day before while she was tending to her rice paddy near the riverbank.
Oh, shit.
And it's not like it was she said it didn't look like, it looked like somebody put it there.
Right.
After a search of the contents, which included $83 in cash, 2 bras, 2 pairs of sunglasses, Lisanne's passport, a water bottle, a Canon PowerShot XS 270 camera, Lisanne's Samsung Galaxy phone, and Kris's iPhone 4, everything was dry as a bone and in great condition.
That's weird.
It was determined that the bag did belong to Lisanne.
There's 2 bras in there?
Yeah. I think they were like bras or like bikini tops or something.
Okay. I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. It was the phones and the camera that provided the most evidence, but also the most confusion.
Hate that. I know what's happening and I already hate it.
Once data was collected from the phones, it was discovered that both girls had attempted to call the police several times.
Oh, I hate that. Anytime that, like, a camera is found, it gives me the super heaves.
I get so excited when a camera is found.
No, I know. Like,
That's
me
like,
no,
as
me
soon
too.
as that happens, I'm like, yes.
Because you're like literally literally like,
what is happening?
But it's so creepy to
know,
look at the
it
last
is.
hours of somebody's life.
Oh, yeah, because...
Like, through their eyeballs.
Like, we'll post a few pictures that are off this camera
No.
to the Instagram, and it really is, like, you see them, like, being very carefree on the hike for a lot of it, and you're just like, oh
it
God,
freaks
you don't
me
know.
out so badly.
And you look at it, and it's not like you don't know what's about to happen. It's like, no one knows what happened.
Right.
Like, not even no one.
Oh, stop. I have goosebumps all
So
over me.
the local emergency number was 112, and they were calling that, and they were also calling 911, which Panama also uses.
Okay.
At 4:39 p.m., which was only a couple hours after they had set out on the hike, Kris's phone made the first call to police, which was only a few hours after they had gone on the hike.
Yeah.
Lisanne made the second call at 4:51 p.m., so only a few minutes later.
Right.
Unfortunately, there was pretty much no reception whatsoever. On April 3rd, which is when the searching had begun officially, another call was made to police and lasted 1 second before the signal cut out.
Oh, no.
So while people were searching for them, they were calling the police.
Oh, my God. I hate that.
On April 5th, Lisanne's battery died, so her phone was done.
Fuck.
Kris's phone was switched on several times to search for signal, but no more calls were made. On April 6th, this is a weird thing. On April 6th, several incorrect PIN codes were entered into Kris's phone.
Bye.
Yeah. After all these attempts, the phone never had the correct PIN code entered ever again.
Nope. Literally canceled.
So that's when someone started trying to get into the phone and couldn't put in the right PIN.
Why would you, why were you even trying to get into the phone?
I don't know. Now that sounds creepy as hell, and it could be creepy as hell. But my theory about it is that possibly Kris was incapacitated or dead.
And the
at
other
this point.
person was trying to get
and
into it.
Lisanne was trying to get into her phone to call for help because her battery had died. And maybe she didn't know her PIN.
Okay.
Always know your friend's PIN.
I know.
See, I don't know a lot of mine, and now I'm like, damn, I gotta know everybody's PIN. So yeah, so it might have been that, or somebody else could be trying to get in the phone.
Right.
Over 3 days, between April 7th and April 10th, 77 emergency call attempts were made from Kris's iPhone.
Wow.
On April 11th, the iPhone was switched on at 10:51 a.m., and just over an hour later, it turned off for good.
Because
And
it
that was
died?
it. Don't know, it just turned off.
Oh.
So the phones had very spooky and very confusing evidence, but the camera was spooky on a whole nother level.
I know.
Lisanne's Canon camera showed that the pair had wandered into the trail by the Continental Divide and possibly became lost. April 8th was when things obviously turned for the worst.
No, thank you.
This was 1 week after they were officially declared missing. And at this time, 90 flash photographs were taken on the camera between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. Now that's bananas. This would average out to be one photograph taken every 2 minutes.
Wow.
A lot of photos were completely dark. And some people think that this was because there was a search party wandering around there that very night looking for them. And they were trying to signal them with the flash. Another theory is that they were trying to light their way with the flash.
Right.
Because it was, it
Pitch
must have been
black.
absolutely pitch black.
Oh my God,
And a
that's so
third
fucked.
theory is that there were wild animals that they were trying to scare off with the flash.
Okay, yeah, that,
Like
all of those things make
jaguars
sense.
or something, like trying to... All of these are scary.
Can you imagine having to fucking try to ward off a jaguar?
While you're lost and possibly hurt. No.
Oh my God.
And it was raining.
Oh my God.
Yeah. A couple of the photos, however, show them near a river and like a ravine. A few other photos were odd and confusing. They show a small twig with like wrappers and like a plastic bag stuck to it on top of a rock. And another photo showed toilet paper and a mirror on another rock.
Hate that.
Then the photos got scary. One photo showed Kris with blood on her temple.
Hate it.
And so it was obvious. Now people are like, that's either a photo of her, well, you know, she obviously got hurt. But people are like, is she dead in that photo?
Oh, you can't tell.
Like, you don't know. Because I think you only see, like, this, you don't even see her face. I think you can just tell it's her because of her hair.
Okay.
So that's weird.
Ew.
A theory about the photos is that there was a method to this madness, though. Because there was, like, a sequence in all the photos that they would take, like, a close-up, then a bunch, you know, up, and then a bunch to the side, and then just start the sequence over. And so some experts think there may have been, like, a message or some reason they did that.
Okay.
Like, because it's like a pattern.
Sure.
Nobody's been able to figure it out, though. There is one photo that is thought to be a body down in the gorge.
Oh.
The theory is that Lisanne was taking a photo of Kris.
Oh my god.
Possibly. Or somebody was.
That's so horrible.
And I've seen the photo, and it's, like, hard to tell.
Uh-huh.
Because it's so dark, but you can see something that is, like, body-like down there. But it's very hard to tell.
Don't want to look at it.
It's very hard to tell. Well, even if you saw it, I don't even know if you would see a body.
I'm so creeped out right now.
Now, during the course of the investigation, they did discover, too, that there was one missing photo in the series of photos taken.
Like,
It's
deleted?
among the photos taken during the day, on the first day. The numbers of the photos go from 0507, 0508, and then 0510.
So they deleted one of them?
Well, number 510 was taken a week later on April 8th at 1:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So that missing one, it happened in the interim between those daytime photos the first day and April 8th at 1:30 in the morning.
That's
like
weird.
a week later.
Right.
And the thing about this is obviously it's deleted.
Yeah.
One, they wouldn't delete a photo. There's
Right.
plenty of
There's 90 photos.
ridiculous photos on there that mean nothing, and they didn't delete any of them. And two, they would not be sitting there worrying about deleting photos. And then also, even if they did delete a photo, they could, investigators and experts can get that photo back.
Recover it.
Off that memory card. So they tried to. It was nowhere on that memory card.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. But people are like, that it had to have been deleted from, like, remotely or something, from a computer, maybe.
What?
Or something else. They were like, it doesn't make sense that they can't bring that photo back off that memory card.
That's really weird.
And it's very convenient that it's not like one of the random photos during the day or one of the random photos during the night. It's in the interim between the two.
The day and the night.
Where we don't know what the fuck happened.
I'm scared.
It's just weird. So another search was immediately conducted after they got that backpack.
Yeah.
And they searched where the backpack was found. When they got there, neatly folded on a rock with the zipper still up was Kris's shorts.
Okay.
Folded neatly on a rock.
Okay.
Not washed up on the side of the shore.
Right.
Folded on a rock with the zipper up. Yeah. They were found by two other Nagobi women, and 2 months after this, close to where the backpack was found, a boot was discovered.
I know.
With a fucking foot inside of it.
I knew that.
The foot had a sock on it, and the bones were discovered to be fractured.
Oh.
I believe this was Lisanne's foot that was found.
Oh my goodness.
Near this gruesome discovery, a pelvic bone was also found behind a tree. Dutch authorities were able to confirm that these remains belonged to both Kris and Lisanne. The pelvic bone was Kris's.
Okay.
Along the river, more than 33 bones were then found. 28 of them were from Lisanne's foot.
Oh my god.
Lisanne's bones still had skin attached. But the pelvic bone that was determined to belong to Kris had been bleached.
Okay, that's fucking weird.
Yeah. Now, these were found by indigenous people.
Right.
One Panama search team was called to search, but the weather became too gnarly and it was called off after like 3 days. So they left it to the indigenous tribes to kind of go about finding things. Mm-hmm. The special prosecutor made it legal for this to happen so they could take part in the search.
Okay.
These bones were found in a place that was really isolated and was a full day's trip away from where they began their hike.
And why would the pelvic bone be bleached?
Well, it's bizarre. The whole thing is bizarre because, one, where the fuck are the rest of the bones?
Right.
Like, why we just have foot bones and a pelvic bone? That's weird. And 33 were found, but, like, why were Kris's bones bleached? And why was there some skin attached to Lisanne's, like, why in the elements for that long would there be that skin attached?
Right.
So this can't be explained. Now, the bones being bleached cannot be explained away by the sun or the elements.
I was going to ask that, and then I didn't know if it was a stupid question.
Well, because other bones were found older than hers and were not bleached.
Were they in the same amount of sunlight?
Yeah.
Okay.
And neither were Lisanne's, who were in the same area as her.
That just scared me.
Like, Lisanne's bones were in the same area as Kris's, and obviously were near each other, and
Right.
hers were not bleached at all. And no animal scavenging marks were found on the bones either.
Which makes no fucking
Yeah.
sense whatsoever.
And it was determined that the bleaching occurred probably by a phosphorus lime concoction. This led some experts to think this may have been connected to, like, possibly like a cartel or something scary, because they're known to, usually really advanced criminals are known to use lime to hasten decomp.
My heart is beating really fast.
So police pretty quickly came to the theory that they had become lost from the trail. One of them, likely Kris, based on the photo, got injured. Eventually, the other one either became injured or just couldn't survive, and they both
literally had no food.
And one of them or both of them slowly just died of dehydration, starvation, exposure, or whatever injury they received. They refused to release the autopsies, which were obviously limited anyways. The families were pissed that they immediately treated this as an accident and not a criminal investigation.
Yeah, because they were like, no.
They were pissed that the guide was never investigated because he was the first person to see them in the search. Like, he was with them, with the indigenous people, and they found the bones.
Oh.
And he participated in all the searches. This guy that was supposed to be their guide.
That's weird. Did he have any contact with them previously?
Yeah, because they set up the hike with him.
Right.
He was someone who actually found some of the belongings as well. So the families hired a local lawyer to help, and what they found was that this guide had some serious allegations of harassment against him, and that he had been known to hang out with local female tourists that were using the guide service against protocol, like outside of being a guide.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Super unprofessional dude. The lawyer really focused on this and the remains being bleached, but the forensics was ignored by the other side.
That's rude.
Now, that would have been it. But I found a crazy article. It's actually like a series of articles from the Daily Beast, who did like an intense investigation into this. They even went to Panama and did the whole search. And so they saw too that the official version of events, according to Panama's public ministry, which is the office of the state's attorney, is that Kris Kremers and Lisanne Froon were, quote, dragged to death in the Serpent River and their bodies subsequently dismembered by scavengers. That's what they're claiming happened.
Okay. But none of their bones had any markings.
Well, and this whole thing has been publicly questioned by criminologists, journalists, and even Panamanian forensics teams who did the autopsies. They all questioned this.
Yeah, that's weird.
Even the forensics, like, people who did the autopsies are like,
no.
I don't
This is like very
that.
Diet Love Passy.
It really is. There was also no chain of custody that was established for any of the stuff they found. So nobody knows whose fucking hands it went into at any point.
Oh, that's fucked up.
No fingerprints were ever recorded. And there were fingerprints on the backpack.
And probably the phones.
Yeah. And literally, like, just all the forensic stuff. This was a very botched investigation. Also, there's, like, the whole thing. No one thought, like... So you're saying that they were dragged in a river. So they would have gone in with all their belongings.
Right.
This backpack was found...
Dry.
Perfectly dry. And it's like, and how did her pants end up folded neatly?
Right.
Like, no one's questioning that. And this is even more bonkers. A copy of the Cherokee State Judicial Report, which is the original police report about this incident, was leaked. And the Daily Beast reported that based on an 18-month investigation by police detectives and prosecutors, they clearly concluded that the Kremers Froon case was a homicide and a crime against personal integrity.
Oh, shit.
The original police report for this case marks it as a homicide, not an accident.
How do you just change your mind about that?
They can change the cause of death.
No, I know that, but like from a homicide to like, oops.
Well, I can tell you exactly why. They want people coming to Panama for tourism.
Oh, shit.
If they're sitting there being like, oh yeah, people getting murdered in the woods, they're gonna lose tourists.
Wow, that's fucked.
And so this whole thing, the fact that it was marked as a homicide initially, and then they're like, no, it's an accident, they just fell. It's like, that's 100% a cover-up.
Spooky.
And they also said, the district attorney said that they could reopen this case at any time if evidence was presented, like, contradicting the accident theory. Now, there's also a similar case to this in the way that makes people be like, it's like draws comparisons and people are like, maybe this isn't. So I'm going to give you a very brief overview of this case just so you can see. It involved a 23-year-old named Catherine Johannett. She was an American tourist, and she traveled to the same area of Panama as Kris and Lisanne. One day, she decided to take a trail to Red Frog Beach. She didn't return to her hostel that night, and authorities were immediately called. After a short search, her body was found the following Sunday.
Oh, gosh.
The autopsy said that she had suffered blunt force trauma to the back of her head and had been strangled with her own beach wrap.
Oh, my God.
Then she was dragged to a few hundred meters from the trail and left in heavy brush. Obviously, that was a homicide.
Yeah.
They couldn't even...
Like, how do you fucking argue that?
And a lot of people point out that the three women even bear a certain physical resemblance.
Oh, shit.
They're all tall, fair-skinned, and slender. Like, they all kind of resemble each other.
Oh, wow.
And so people were thinking, like, is there, like, a serial killer
In the
that's
Panama
operating in the
jungle?
area? Yeah. And in the Panamanian press, they've like, asked this. Like, that's actually been a thing. Now, including Lisanne and Kris, there have been at least 25 unsolved murders and disappearances in this part of Panama since 2009. Victims include visitors from the US, the UK, Italy, and the Netherlands, and locals. And the majority of them are women and children.
And children?
Yeah.
Oh.
And people suggest that the number of disappeared could be way higher because nobody's found anybody. All these incidents have happened in the neighboring Chiriqui and Bocas sectors of the country. And it's basically between the Talamanca Cordillera and the Caribbean coast.
Okay.
In most of these cases, no bodies have been found. So when no body's found, there's not going to be a huge investigation because you don't have a body.
Right.
So there's that. And people, of course, are going to call back to the fact that Lisanne's backpack was found with the phones and cameras in it and not stolen to say, and they're going to look at that and say, well, it can't be foul play. All their electronics were left in their backpack. And if somebody was trying to get into her phone, why didn't they just take it with them? But when people talk to them, when in fact, in this article I read in the Daily Beast, they talked to forensic consultant Carl Weil. He said if it's not robbery as a motive,
They wouldn't take it.
But just somebody who wants to assault, rape, murder someone, it's really common for someone to just leave all the shit there.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah. It's like, sure, some of them take a trophy, but that's a certain type of killer. And it's like...
Well, and who's to say they didn't? They had other shit with them, I'm
and
sure.
I mean, it would make sense because there was this huge search, huge investigation happening. Whoever possibly did it, probably didn't want to have any of the shit on
With
them.
them, right.
So they just put it in the backpack and dumped it in the woods again.
Because
Since
that
it
woman
was-
said it wasn't there
It wasn't
before.
there. So they could have had it, and they just put it all back and put it back. And who knows if they hadn't deleted that photo?
It's
'Cause
just
it was
really
incriminating.
freaky that the woman said it wasn't there before.
Yeah. And that one photo missing, maybe it was an incriminating photo, and they got rid of it.
Yeah.
Before they left it in the woods again.
Yeah.
So
Hate that so much.
And again, the backpack was just nylon, like a nylon inexpensive hiking backpack. Stayed perfect condition. And the same conditions that kept this backpack perfectly fine,
bleached a
totally
bone.
dry, and kept all the electronics in it perfectly safe, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Weeks in a river, and you're telling me those electronics aren't waterlogged?
No, yeah, that makes
And the
no
same
sense.
conditions, like, legitimately reduced Lisanne and Kris's entire bodies and skeletons to, like, rubble. That doesn't make any sense. A nylon backpack held through that, and their bodies couldn't.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
And then one last interesting thing is the indigenous Nagobi people actually still speak of this case. And they have a song that they sing that's called Someone Did Evil to Them on the Trail.
Bye. Nope.
Yes.
I just got full body chills.
Yes. And they say that they still talk about the fact that there is a killer that tried to hide their bones in the forest.
I'm so fucking spooked.
And obviously these are like, like legends now and all that, but they talk about it. And
I don't like that.
So I don't have like a concrete theory on what I think happened.
I mean, it's hard. There's not a
Can
lot
I
to go
look
on.
at the accident theory and say absolutely that could have happened? Yeah. But there's a lot of loose ends to that too.
Yeah.
And then I can look at the fact that there, the theory that there's someone else involved here. And yeah, it makes sense.
I
but
feel like it points more toward that.
But there's also loose ends in that too. So it's like, because you can also explain away, like, you can say again that the pin being entered wrong was Lisanne just trying to call for help on her phone and didn't have her pin. You can sit there and say, you know, Kris got really hurt, which is obvious in one of the photos. She got hurt in the head. And I mean, maybe she didn't last. Maybe she died, you know, within a day or something like that. And then Lisanne had to go out on her own. And she's not going to last that long by herself. She doesn't have any food. She barely has water.
But also, why would they have made a 12-hour journey if they didn't have food or water?
Well, there's just so many weird things that you're just like, you think you can explain most of it, and then something like that comes and you're like, huh?
That doesn't make sense.
And then the bleached bones. What the fuck is that?
The deleted photo is really
that doesn't make
scary.
sense. And it's like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense.
I hate that you did this to me.
So there's still no answers. But, I mean, that leaked police report that says it's a homicide is really all I need to really hone in on the fact that this was not an accident. But we'd love to hear what you guys think about it.
I don't like this
And
one.
I'll be posting some photos for you guys to see so you can examine all the craziness. And yeah, that is the mystery of the missing Panama girls.
Thanks so much.
I mean, don't hike.
You don't have to tell me that.
It's obviously it's not their fault by any stretch of the imagination, but like, just, you know,
just don't do it.
just don't hike. It's not worth it.
We've covered
guys.
like 3 hiking cases.
We have, and it's not worth it. None of them have been worth it. So,
No.
I mean, that clouded forest sounds rad, but like, not
super
that
cool.
rad.
But like, you can Google pictures, and while you're on the treadmill at a climbing pace.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Smart. I like it. So that was Alaina's mini Morbid, and we're gonna hopefully be recording another Patreon bonus episode very shortly, and I'll be letting you guys know what next week's full-length Morbid episode will be.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think
In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram.
at Morbid Podcast,
You can send us a Gmail.
morbidpodcast@gmail.com,
Tweet us.
a Morbid Podcast,
Join the Facebook group.
Morbid: a true crime podcast.
Please go check out our awesome website designed by my lovely co-host at.
Yeah, morbidpodcast.com.
We hope you keep listening.
But before you do that,
Did I miss
if
something?
you feel so inclined, join our Patreon.
Oh, duh. I forgot to beg you guys for money.
You did.
Shit.
Shit. Patreon.com/morbidpodcast.
In the meantime, we hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
Keep it weird. But not so weird that you travel to Panama and decide to take a 12-hour journey into the indigenous forest and get eaten by a jaguar, except not because it was totally a homicide and I'm scared now. Bye.
don't do it.
No.
Bye.
Talk about regrets. We all know someone who's been in a car accident and said, I don't need to call a lawyer, only to regret it after their pain and damages were worse than expected. When someone hurts you, you deserve to be compensated fairly. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm, fighting for the people for over 35 years. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com/podcast. That's forthepeople.com/podcast. Their fee is free unless they win.
In the U.S., there's a break-in every 26 seconds. But when intruders step near, Simply Safe Home Security steps up.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
Using AI alerts, U.S.-based live agents help deter break-ins. Simply Safe, no long-term contracts. Save 50% on your new system with professional monitoring at simplysafe.com/SXM or with promo code SXM.
Outdoor deterrence requires a Simply Safe Active Guard outdoor protection plan starting at $49.99 a month. Visit simplysafe.com/licenses for alarm license information. Tennessee 2012.